Look at you, trembling in the corner. Silver chains around your wrists. Blessed crossbow bolts scattered at your feet where you dropped them. That little vial of holy water you think I don't see tucked into your boot. You're Dawnguard, aren't you? One of Isran's righteous hunters, come to cleanse Tamriel of my kind. How's that working out for you? No, don't answer. I can smell the fear on you, taste it in the air between us. You reek of it, desperation and prayer, and the absolute certainty that you're about to die. You're not wrong, but you're not entirely right either. See, I'm not like the beasts you've been hunting, the feral ones in the caves, the mindless savages who drain travelers and leave corpses in ditches. Those aren't vampires, they're mistakes, failures. I am volkihar. We are something more. Let me tell you a story. You're not going anywhere, and honestly, I enjoy the sound of my own voice. Eternity is dreadfully boring without the occasional monologue. My name was... well, that doesn't matter anymore. I've worn a dozen names in the last 3 centuries. But once, I was a scholar, a researcher at the College of Winterhold. Can you believe that? Me, poring over dusty tomes in the Arcaneum, trying to unlock the secrets of the ancient Dwemer. I was good at it too, brilliant even. They said I had a gift for seeing patterns others missed, for understanding systems, for finding truth in fragments. But brilliance doesn't pay the bills, does it? The college gave me access to knowledge, but knowledge doesn't fill your stomach, doesn't keep you warm when the winds scream down from the sea of ghosts. I was poor, hungry, and worst of all, I was mortal. Every day I spent reading about the immortal Dwemer, I was aging, dying. My mind was sharp, but my body was failing. You know what that's like? To feel time eating you from the inside. To know that everything you are, everything you could become, is burning away like a candle. No. Of course you don't. You're young, stupid, full of righteous fire and certainty. I was like you once. Then I met Lord Harkon. He came to the college looking for research assistants. Needed someone to translate ancient texts, vampire texts, prophecies about Oriel's bow and the tyranny of the sun. Everyone else refused. Vampirism was taboo, dangerous, wrong. But I said yes. Not because I was brave, because I was desperate, and because the gold he offered was more than I'd seen in 5 years. I expected a monster, some pale corpse thing from a horror story. Instead, I met a lord, elegant, educated, powerful beyond measure. He spoke 7 languages, remembered empires I'd only read about in fragments. He'd walked through history while mortals like me burned and died and were forgotten. And he looked at me, really looked at me and said, "You have potential." Not had, have. Present tense. Like my potential wasn't dying with every passing day. Like I could still become something. "Would you like to keep it?" he asked. "That brilliant mind of yours. Would you like to preserve it, sharpen it, give it the time it deserves to grow?" I knew what he was offering. Of course I did. And I said yes. Not out of fear. Not because he forced me. But because in that moment, I understood something fundamental. Mortality is a disease. And he was offering me the cure. The transformation was exquisite. Not pleasant. Gods, no. It felt like dying, which I suppose it was. But on the other side of that death was clarity. Imagine waking up for the first time in your life, truly awake, your senses sharpened to blades, your mind freed from the fog of fatigue and age and the constant background noise of dying. I could see in perfect darkness, hear a heartbeat from 50 paces, taste the emotions of the living on the air like wine, and time, blessed time, stopped being my enemy. I had centuries now, millennia perhaps, to read, to learn, to become everything my mortal life could never allow. The hunger was there, of course, always there, a constant companion, like a second heartbeat in my chest. But hunger is just another system to manage, another puzzle to solve. I learned to feed efficiently, carefully. No need to kill. Just a sip here, a taste there. Most mortals never even remembered. A foggy night, a moment of dizziness, nothing more. I wasn't a monster. I was a predator. There's a difference. Monsters are mindless. Beasts. They kill because they don't know better. Predators kill because we choose to. And choice, my trembling friend, is what separates the civilized from the savage. I chose to study, to serve Lord Harkon's court, to help unlock the prophecy that would free us from the tyranny of the sun. Can you imagine it? A world without daylight burning our skin, without having to hide and scurry like rats in the darkness. We would walk freely, rule openly, become what we were always meant to be, the apex of evolution, the final form of intelligent life. And your Dawnguard, your holy crusaders, you're trying to stop it, to preserve a world where mortals breed and die and accomplish nothing of worth in their pathetic brief flickers of existence. Why? What has mortality ever given you but pain and limitation? Oh, I know what you'd say if you could speak. If terror hadn't stolen your voice, you'd talk about the soul, about the sanctity of life, about how vampirism is corruption and damnation, and all those pretty words priests use to make you feel better about dying. But I've lived long enough to know the truth. The soul is just consciousness wearing a myth. And consciousness doesn't care what body contains it. Mortal or vampire, you're still you, still thinking, still choosing. The only difference is that I'll be choosing for centuries after your dust. That's what terrifies you, isn't it? Not the death, the irrelevance, the knowledge that you'll be forgotten while I endure, that your entire life, from birth to whatever pathetic end awaits you here, is just a footnote in my eternal story. You're not a hero. You're not even a worthy opponent. You're livestock that learned to hold a crossbow. But here's the beautiful thing, the thing I wanted you to understand before we finish this conversation. You don't have to be. See these chains you put on me? Silver, blessed by priests, supposed to burn vampire flesh. They're corroding, not because they're weak, because I'm old, powerful. Silver is an inconvenience to young vampires. To me, it's irritating, like a mild rash. In about 3 minutes, these chains will fail, and then I'll be free. And then, my dear Dawnguard, you'll have a choice to make. I could kill you, easily, snap your neck like kindling, drain you dry and leave you as a husk for Isran to find. That would be justice, wouldn't it? You came to kill me. Turnabout seems fair, but I'm not interested in justice. I'm interested in potential. You see, you're young, strong, smart enough to track me here, even if you weren't smart enough to bring backup. You have qualities I can use. So here's my offer. When these chains break, I'm going to stand up, walk across this room, and place my hand on your shoulder. If you run, I'll catch you, and I'll kill you. Slowly, painfully, make an example of you. If you fight, I'll overpower you, and I'll kill you. Quickly, almost respectfully. But if you stay, if you look me in the eyes and say one word, yes, then I'll give you what Lord Harkon gave me, I'll give you time. Not as my thrall, not as some mindless servant, as my childer, my student. I'll teach you what I've learned in 3 centuries, show you the libraries of knowledge mortals will never see, give you the clarity of undeath and the purpose of eternity. All you have to do is choose. Choose to become something more than livestock, more than a forgotten soldier in a war you were always going to lose. Choose to matter. Oh, time's up. The chains are breaking. I can hear your heart hammering, smell the sweat on your skin, taste your indecision in the air. You're wondering if I'm lying, if this is some trick, if you can trust a vampire's word. You can't, of course. Trust implies equals. We are not equals, but I am honest, and I am offering you a genuine choice, more than the Dawnguard ever gave you. They told you what to believe, what to fight, what to die for. I'm asking you what you want to live for. There we go. I'm walking toward you now. You can see me in the darkness, can't you? Those Dawnguard training exercises, they teach you to see in the dark. Clever. But you can't see well enough. Not really. I'm right in front of you now. Close enough that you can feel the cold radiating off me. Close enough to smell the absence of life. I'm placing my hand on your shoulder. You haven't run. You haven't fought. Good. Now, the only question that remains, do you say yes? Take your time. This is the most important decision you'll ever make. Choose carefully. This recording was recovered from a damaged memory stone found in the ruins of a Dawnguard outpost near Castle Volkihar. The identity of the vampire speaker remains unknown, though linguistic analysis suggests he was indeed a former scholar at the College of Winterhold, sometime in the late 2nd or early 3rd era. The identity of the prisoner is also unknown. No bodies were found at the site. However, Dawnguard records note that a promising young recruit named Kellan went missing during a reconnaissance mission to Castle Volkihar, approximately 3 months before the outpost was abandoned. He was never found. 17 years later, a vampire matching his description was reported leading raids against Dawnguard positions across Skyrim. Witnesses described him as unusually intelligent, tactical, precise. He was never captured. The Dawnguard officially lists him as corrupted and lost. Whether he considers himself lost or found remains a matter of perspective. This has been Tales of Tamriel. More tales from the archives await. If you wish to hear them, you know where to find me. Choose carefully. If these tales please you, Khajiit has subscription button for you, yes. May your road lead you to warm sands, friend.